Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, Season 8, Episode 9. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, hype up the video, and leave a comment down below. We pick up with Emma and Zead. We haven't seen them in a while, but basically they are still experiencing the aftermath of the Friends meeting where he said he's at a 0% chance of wanting to marry her, and she's upset at him because she feels like he is a liar, right? So they're not really speaking to each other. The next day, she decides to call him out on his demeanor because the way that he was so lovey-dovey and caring over the phone is not how he's acting in person.
It seems like you're always mad at me. I'm always doing something wrong. Since I've gotten here, it's been like, you're like mad all the time.
All this thing you say, it's right. Sorry for that, really. I want you to enjoy here.
Emma, I know her inside her. And maybe I have been too hard on her.
Although I believe this couple's connection more than some other couples, okay? There are big problems. The projection is one of them. The insecurities is one of them. Yeah, and it's mainly coming from Emma. I mean, even with Zead, the fact that he won't introduce her to his family and stuff like that's an issue. Why? Why is that the case? If you want to marry this girl, and apparently he showed her that he had an engagement ring ready for her. Like, that's so manipulative. So if you plan on marrying this girl, why can't she meet your family? Hell no. No, something's off there. Yeah, he must be hiding something or whatever, and because of that, he's not projecting onto her. And don't forget, he was talking to another girl while he was talking to her or something like that. Other girls. The point of the matter is his stuff ain't clean, right? But her stuff isn't clean either. She has yet to tell him about her ex Muhammad. She obviously doesn't trust him because she goes through his followers list and all kinds of stuff. I'm just like, yeah, whether you like each other or not, this level of insecurity, this much projection, this much distrust is not worth pursuing. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth pursuing, especially if you're a long distance couple. Oh my gosh, like, you have to be so secure when it comes to long distance. Trust me. I know. You have to be secure or you're going to find yourself in some mess. But anyways, they decide to turn over a new leaf, just interact better with one another. He ended up making dinner for her, which is good. He's like, I actually don't typically cook for people that I'm with. So this made her feel very happy. He even said that he's now at a 7% in terms of being sure that he wants to marry her, which I guess, yeah, that's an improvement, so fine. Then that night, they were so happy that he ventured over to her room. They were making out, and they ended up having sex twice. So the problem with this is that this guy is a Muslim, but is seemingly trying to come across like a strict Muslim, because I've dated a Muslim before, and he did not seem as conservative as Zead here. But anyways, he's trying to present as a very conservative Muslim. So I'm like, why would you tell the cameras that y'all made out and that y'all had sex twice? Furthermore, why would you go into detail about his member and how big it is? Are you okay? Are you actually okay? I could never be with somebody who's going to violate me in that way. Whether or not, you agree with him presenting one way to you and another way to the cameras, I think it is wrong for you to then expose this guy like that when it's tied to like religion and potentially safety and all. No. These two need to break up immediately. Next up is my favorite couple. Guys, you have no idea how much I love Daniel and Lisa. So as we know, Lisa has been dodging her daughter Faith because Faith told her, don't accept a proposal until you come clean with all your secrets. She didn't do that. She still accepted the proposal. So finally, she gets to have a conversation with Faith, who was obviously not impressed.
Daniel planned a festive parade for me. He dropped to his knee and I was kind of stuck. So I shook my head yes.
Why would someone do that on the first day? Like, it doesn't make sense. You've been lying since day one of the relationship. Oh, God, Ma, this isn't good. You haven't asked Daniel about the women he's been with.
I've been so focused on my past, but Faith is right. Daniel hasn't been forthcoming about his past.
Lisa, how are you now trying to make this a Daniel issue, being like, you know what? He was a womanizer in the past. I need to grill him. You are married to somebody. You are married to a woman right now. You told this man you had a fling with a woman when you're actively lying about being a lesbian for the past 20 years and currently being married to. And you now want to say, oh yeah, no, I need to give Daniel a grilling because what were you doing before me? Emphasis on before me. If you think he's cheating on you right now, fine. But you're actively lying. Big lies at that, girl. What kind of sense does this make? And then to make matters worse, sure, maybe he is withholding truth about his past and whatever, but at least he hasn't been asked a direct question and then is lying based on what we know so far. Turns out that that's not true, but based on what we know so far, she hasn't asked about his past, right? He's asked her about her past. He's asked her about her present, and she is lying. That makes you worse, Lisa. Oh my gosh, this lady, I can't. Lisa is realizing wearing a wig 24/7 is unrealistic. Girl, and it's nasty, okay? So her scalp is burning. She needs her hair to breathe because it's hot in Nigeria, obviously. So she takes off the wig, and her husband, or soon to be, maybe not, because the streets are saying she already found herself a next Nigerian man. Child. Daniel is not pleased.
Why are you like this?
What's wrong?
Nothing. It is your hair. It's embarrassing. My friends will be embarrassed. My friends will judge her.
If you know it's a wig and I need to be natural sometimes, so you don't think I'm pretty without my wig? I'm hurt, and now I feel ugly.
I'm not saying you're not pretty, but I love the long hair.
The cackle I let out when this man said she looks older without the wig. Does she? She looks the same. What are you talking about? She looks the same. See, I can't even speak because this couple just absolutely perplexes me. This man then goes to say, I'm embarrassed that she took off her wig. My friends are gonna be embarrassed to see her in her natural state like this. Don't get me wrong. I do think by the end of the day, her hair was looking a little stringy, maybe the sweat and the all that. And it didn't help that she was wearing pajamas and stuff. I was like, girl, you do look disheveled right now. But like, embarrassed at how she naturally looks, that's enough to say, don't follow through with this relationship. Like, sir, relationship. Embarrassed. Then he's like, if you're gonna mute my friends and family, you have to put that wig back on. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. If a man told me, I refuse to accept you in your natural state, put that wig on, put that makeup on. How dare you? You know, there was once a guy who actually told me, unsolicited, mind you, that he preferred me with longer hair. This wasn't even a guy that I was dating. He was like, yeah, I don't like when you have short hair. I think that you need to have long hair. It was a Haitian guy. What my hair got to do with you? Number one, we're not dating. And even if we were, you would have gotten blocked. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? These men and their ties to femininity, girls do it too. Like, oh, a man is not masculine if he does A, B, C, and D. I have said certain things that would align with that too. It is problematic. It is. For a man to think that shorter hair now diminishes your femininity, get a grip, sir. Anyways, she decides to put the wig back on. These friends are playing in this woman's face. The way they're like, yeah, I mean, Lisa's not his typical type, but you know, we'll just go along with it for now. And then she starts to inquire about this other lady that he was communicating with, this American lady. And you can literally see the friends laughing in her face.
He doesn't share much of his past with me.
Oh, women love me so much. But that was the past.
Daniel was talking to another girl on social media,
I can't remember the last time I talked to the lady.
going after more women than just me that are in America.
To be sincere, I don't know about that.
It's not funny.
Maybe she lied.
So before we get to the communicating with American women, let's talk about this girl providing for this man. She's like, I have sacrificed a lot to be with him. I need to know that he's real, that he's genuine. Who told you to give all this money to this man? Who told you to do that? Who told you to do that? She now is feeling away because his friends are like, you really built this guy up. Like, you plucked him from the gutter. You made him into the man that he is. She's like, well, now I feel like a sugar mama. How else do you view this? That's the only arrangement you have. Like, you are the sugar mama, babes. What do you mean? I never understand when people will shovel bucket loads of money to somebody abroad that they barely know and then be upset at the fact that they feel like they're being taken advantage of. Nobody told you to send money. Nobody told you to send that much money. Nobody told you to send money to the point where you're going to be in a destitute situation. Don't blame this person because you agreed to do something that nobody forced you to do. Nobody forced you to do that. And I'm sorry. Like, triggered. Like, I'm in a long distance relationship. Y'all know this. I don't finance that man's life. What the hell do I look like financing this man's life? Even if I had the means to do so, what do I look like financing his life? So you decided to do that, yeah? Not compulsory, by the way. Don't now be upset because you did something that's now making you look like a damn fool. Back to Daniel's past, right? So the friends are honest and they do say, yes, Daniel was a womanizer in the past, but since being with you, he is a changed man. Thankfully, Lisa does not believe that, right? Then she says, a woman reached out to me and she said that you were also using her and other women for a golden ticket to America. Why on my TikTok are people calling Lisa Visa? You guys are killing me. But baby girl, it is clear as day. It has always been clear as day. She literally said, you are a scammer when he hit her up. And now you're confused that you're being scammed? Girl. And I want to drag Daniel, I do. But I'm looking at Lisa like, at this point, you're being purposefully obtuse. If it's weighing on your heart so much, I really need to get down to the bottom of this. You don't trust him, and there's a reason why you don't trust him. Why are you proceeding with this? The D can't be that good, girl. It can't be. It really can't be. Oh. So yeah, Daniel's trying to act like he only checks on his American friends who just happen to be women, and he, is just seeing how they're doing. How's your day? How's your week? How's life in America? What's the status on our K-1 visa? Like, girl, if you believe this, then that's on you. Anyways, enough ranting about them. I didn't realize I was going on so long about them. Let's move on to Lynn and Javon. He still is not understanding that his lack of romance, his lack of just being happy is grating on his wife. Like, sir, it is annoying to be with somebody who is a Debbie Downer and is gonna throw in my face the fact that he financially provides for me. Again, guys, who is forcing y'all to do this? Who's forcing y'all to do this? If somebody is depleting you financially, leave them. And if you're gonna commit to financing this person's life, I don't want to hear the complaints. Respectfully, I don't want to.
My strategy is to give her space.
He has this habit of silent treatment. I just can't believe we're doing this right now.
Clearly we had problems. Providing for you is not easy. I basically want you to just cut me a little slack. I don't bring it up to say, hey, look what I did, so shut up.
But it's not easy putting up with your stubbornness, whining.
You just constantly complaining about me.
He's like, well, I just wish that you would appreciate my contributions more. And she's like, I do appreciate that. But at the end of the day, I want my husband to be romantic. I don't want my husband to be a Debbie Downer. And they literally show a montage of this man complaining on this damn trip. Mind you, he wants to relocate to the Philippines to be with her. Clearly, you're going to hate it here. And if he's complaining about financing her life now, don't you think you'd be spending more having to maintain her lifestyle in America? Be so for real. Being a passport bro blew up in your face and you did not expect that. But anyways, she's confused on the content that he consumes. She's like, I don't understand how this elevates relationships, baby girl. It doesn't. It doesn't. I want to read exactly what I wrote down. It's a bunch of emotionally constipated men who lack accountability and need an ego stroke in order to justify their incel behavior. This guy asks if she regrets marrying him. Honestly, at that point, I would have said yes. I would have said yes. Because he just does this whole like, oh, pity me. Just pity me. Woe is me. Complain. This doesn't get me going. I'm so sorry. A complainer, a whiner, ain't nothing gonna dry me up quicker than that. And she's sticking around, probably because who else is gonna give her $600 US a month? But like, ew, truly ew. Speaking of weird incel men, on to Rick and Trisha. This guy books this suite in the jungle, and she's like, wow, she's wowed by the whole thing. She's like, I've lived here all my life and I've never seen such a beautiful place here, which is great. But he pulls out these jungle costumes, yeah, and claims that this is part of his new fantasy. He loves to role play all of a sudden. You wanted to role play as George of the Jungle. You wanted with an African girl and you booked a suite in the jungle. I don't know, something about this, guys, I don't know. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, and then she's like, honestly, I'm not here for it, but because he is fitting the bill for this whole trip, I'm just gonna indulge him. She tells him she would prefer actually being naked. This man now starts to undress her while the cameras are rolling. Anyways, they start to talk about the stuff that he was getting up to while they weren't speaking as frequently, mind you, for 5 days. It's not that she ghosted him. It's that she wasn't speaking to him as frequently as before. And he didn't believe the story that she was telling him.
When you weren't talking to me,
Say, Rick, I don't know why you hesitate. What's wrong?
I started talking to my ex. I decided to book a trip.
Have sex with her. Did you?
Yes. I'm sorry, baby. I regret what I did.
Why did you wait for a long time to tell me? Why?
Because I wanted us to build something.
I thought you were different.
This man had all this energy, all this vim when he was calling her out on her behavior. Where's your bass now? Where's the bass in your voice? Oh, I contacted my ex. Speak up! Speak up! Sit up! Speak up! Sit up and speak up! Don't now be having your tail between your legs. No, you had all that energy for homegirl when she was doing the wrong stuff. Now you're doing your own wrong stuff. You better stand in it. Stand in it. So of course she's upset. She's like, you told me you were not like my ex and you're doing exactly the thing that my ex did to me. How am I supposed to trust you? It took 3 days of poor communication. Don't get me wrong, that is wrong, but she did explain and he didn't believe her. But it took 3 days of poor communication for you to not only contact your ex, but fly to another country to go be with her and then have sex with her. And she's supposed to trust you. And now he's like, because she's asking, okay, well, why didn't you tell me sooner? He says, oh, I just thought that we could just build memories and build a foundation. You thought you could woo her into forgiveness. Oh, if I make her feel so loved, if I make her feel like she can't do life without me, then maybe she'll just forgive me for my wrongdoings. And the unfortunate thing is, she might. She actually might. There was a moment where she was like, don't talk to me, don't touch me, I don't even want you here, I regret you even coming. And he's like, oh, you don't regret me coming, I could see the love in your eyes. You see how manipulative he is? He is so disgusting. I'm disgusted. He is a nasty man. Him and Javon, nasty. They really just think that they can go abroad and flex the fact that they're from America and they have money and think that they're just going to get a woman who's going to roll over and take whatever they give them. No. Whether or not she comes from having less means than you, she still deserves respect. She still deserves being taken care of. She still deserves basic human decency. What is wrong with these? I'm getting too charged up about this. Manipulative men are running this season, yeah? So Bir Khan obviously knows that he's in a little bit of hot water here. She doesn't know the full extent of, his lifestyle, but he knows that she's onto something. So in order to throw off the scent for a little bit, he plans a whole trip for them. They get to visit a castle and she's like, wow, this is so nice. This is so cool. But she still has questions about this whole money thing. She's like, yeah, how did you get into your debt? And he finally comes clean.
Is gambling part of all of this debt?
I gamble, I make more money. I have a progress.
I think gambling is fine. That's not a job. So if you
Gambling is something I have to do. I don't care if I lose or win. Gambling is not an addiction for me.
Okay, so to clarify from last week, I was wondering if he had businesses or homes or what, like how do you get in so much debt? And it turns out he does. He had these big businesses, they would all go under, and that's how he got into debt. He then had to sell his assets in order to offset that, but then had to file for bankruptcy and all. So, okay, he did have businesses. That makes sense. How he's trying to get out of the hole is by gambling. But unfortunately, gambling is creating a bigger hole. He tells her, any opportunity I get to gamble, I gamble. She then has the audacity to ask him, oh, but I sent you money for Valentine's Day. Did you gamble that? He said, any opportunity to gamble, he gambles. Are you with us, Laura? Are you with us, bae? He told you, clear as day, I gamble every single day. Any chance I get to gamble, I will gamble. That would be my opportunity to pack up my things, my books, bags, and belongings, and fly home. I'm going home. I don't care how much longer the trip is supposed to be. I'm going home. At the very least, I'm staying in a separate place until the trip is up if I can't afford to buy a ticket right now, but I'm going home. If you bring this man to America, you will be living on the streets. He will gamble away I don't know if she'll be dumb enough to give him any title on her things, on her assets, but baby girl, whatever money he has available, he will dispose of it. And she's like, no, he is like, well, I wouldn't gamble away that money because that's your money. She's like, no, it's our money. I wish she would have stuck with what he said. It's your money. Why are you making it an our money thing? I mean, it's good that she's viewing marriage that way, but like, oh God, geez, everybody on this show is just hurting my brain, just hurting my brain. Anyways, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.